All right. So let's get things going. 27 minutes on to 9 o'clock. Yeah, time really winding down. It's the wake up call on X104.3 FM. All right. Did you host and yours truly, Crystal? We're going up until 10 o'clock. So we have a little bit more time with you. So during this little talk segment here, right? There are some things that we really need to address. Now, gotta try to find the best way to say these things, yeah? Oftentimes, the Ministry of Health would have excellent initiatives. People who are working tirelessly to get programs on the way to make sure that they are successful. They have objectives. The mission right now is to get as many people vaccinated as possible. That is the government's mission. You cannot run away from that, okay? To get as many people vaccinated as possible. Yes, you have a choice. You want to wait. You have your reasons. We understand that. But I want to focus on the execution of some of these initiatives that defeats the purpose, that makes these things just so pointless. Whether it's people who deliberately badmind the system, whether it's people who just don't care, whether this is how they operate on a normal, I am not too sure. But you have to improve. You have to improve. Now, over the weekend, right? You've been hearing for some time that persons within the entertainment sector got together and they said, let we help out the situation a bit because we feeling it too, so let we help out too, right? Even if everybody across the entire island stand to benefit, let we help out too. So let we put together a group of people and let we go and encourage people to get themselves vaccinated. So that's what they did. And so far, so good. So far, so good. Good in terms of getting the support of from persons within the entertainment sector. Good in the idea. Good in how aggressive they have been as a grouping, as a group of volunteers too, pulling people from here, there, and everywhere. And I have to highlight this so that you can understand. The people who are making these little mistakes can understand. A group of people are volunteering time, energy, effort, money, resources, and finally, time to help out these situations. It's not for you to capitalize on it. It's not for you to put your best foot or your better foot forward and do your absolute best. There are a couple complaints coming from the initiatives from this group, and it's not the entertainment's or the entertainer's fault. But you really need to improve on time. You cannot be telling people that you are, and I need you to put yourselves in somebody who has been hesitant, somebody who said, oh, yeah, know what? I didn't get time to go anywhere for the entire week. Sunday is my only day off. So they're going to come down to the Leeward side on Sunday. All right, cool, no problem. Put yourself in their shoes for a bit. You said that there was a particular time that you were going to get to the people to get themselves vaccinated. People who are hesitant, people who waited so long. Morning, Lornettes. Morning on Facebook there. By the way, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You said that you were going to get to them a certain time, but you had people staked out for hours. So if I were waiting at the side of the road, right, so that I could be among the first, I would have gone back home. Because this is pointless. So time. Next time, let us work on time. You can't have people who trying to get their first and second shot waiting indefinitely, not knowing what is happening, right? You cannot have people who are sacrificing and volunteering their time on a Sunday. Sunday is generally speaking family time. You cannot have them, especially people who volunteer in resources, you cannot have them staked out for so long. So next time around, let us work on time. Secondly, you jeez and bread. Secondly, you're going to vaccinate people. You have a whole truck of music. You're going to one half of the island and you're only walking with 10 vaccination cards. You can't be serious. Whose idea was that? Walk with 200. You never know how many people you're going to meet. Little things. You gotta highlight these things so that the right people can listen. The right people who are making it look bad can listen and fix the problems going forward. Now, this was just one initiative, right? Hopefully, the next time around, things will get better. Be on time. Start on time. Finish on time. Gather your resources. Make provisions for late potential people who want to get themselves vaccinated, not for you to be late. I don't know the reason. And quite frankly, it's not the first time that you are planning or putting something together. And I'm sorry if anybody takes this personal. It was not meant to be. All right? But you really have to do better, especially when you're dealing with hesitant people. You have to do better. You have to. You have to do better with your communication. You have to. You have to do better with your execution. This is very serious business we're dealing with here. You have to. Because it's coming across as very disorganized, like you don't know what you're doing and you don't want to do certain things. The one or two in between who are just messing up things. You have people outside of the ministry who are probably working harder than some people, who are getting paid to do these things, volunteering to do these things. And you are making it very difficult for them. That's just pointless. And I am going to attribute that attitude from some people as to why we are where we are today. I don't know what the focus is on, but you need to get it right. We need to get it right. 20 months into this and we have these little silly mistakes. You need to get it right. Please. Because for the people who are volunteering, you may not get them again. They might say this is a waste of time. And other people who are looking on, who are observing, who are listening, who are watching, who are taking part, who might want to do something similar, they're going to say, forget about it. Waste of time. Okay? So take my stupid advice, though. Another thing that is pointless. And I feel sometimes like we just need to open up the entire country, open up the economy. As irresponsible as it might sound, just open up. Because the protocols that are put in place, and this is why I say the people messing up the system and they're not working together. They are not. The Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Security, the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force, they're not working together at all. Because you cannot tell me that one entity is responsible for enforcing protocols of fully vaccinated events and another entity is responsible for enforcing protocols for everything else. And some people are allowed to get away, pretty much. Some people are allowed to make thousands and a lot of money. Some people are allowed to foster and harbor. It's like having stagnant water and dengue high. You know we're in a spike of dengue, and you just have this bucket of water out there harboring a whole bunch of mosquitoes. And you who are responsible for picking up the bucket and throwing it away, or dropping some little pellets that they give you when they walk around to the various communities and they say, "Here, drop that in your barrel." You who are responsible just watching that bucket and leaving that bucket there. But you're throwing away somebody else's bucket. It really does not make any sense. It is pointless. And it makes everything pointless at the end of the day. How is it? How do you expect people to pay attention to y'all when one establishment is swinging and the other one just gets shut down? How? Like, can you really come with a straight face and talk to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines? And then the Ministry of Health, would come and say that they're disappointed with the poor management of the protocols, the people not doing this, the people not wearing masks. Yes, that might be true, but then the officials not enforcing the protocols. So what do you expect? And it's just so obvious. What is baffling to me is just how it's so obvious. Very baffling to me how it's so obvious. And an entertainer has to spend a lot of money. We ain't going to reach nowhere, you know. We ain't going to reach nowhere at all. If these sort of things continue, we ain't going to reach nowhere. We're at the bottom of the charts and we will stay at the bottom of the charts. And you want to get up to 90%, we ain't going to reach nowhere. I don't see it happening at all. It's the hypocrisy for me, though. And I'm going to say hypocrisy because the authorities, the government would put a lot of effort into amending the Public Health Act, into putting together protocols for ports of entry, into drafting laws and rules and have certain consequences for not adhering to these rules and laws. And some people suffer and others benefit despite of the rules and laws. If during a spike, you are encouraging the spread of COVID-19, you are. And then another segment or sector, another ministry would come and say, don't do this. And we ain't going to reach nowhere. Because from the head, it just seems like y'all confused. I don't know if it's a friend thing. I don't know if it's a friend thing. Or family thing. But it's obvious and it needs to change. For us to get anywhere at all in this place. What's the time? 13 minutes on to 9 o'clock. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Oh, well, you know, I have to come in here and say my bit. And as the year comes to an end, I must say that I was happy. I'm happy to be around and to be waking up in the morning to listen to you, full of dynamism, enthusiasm, excitement, and touching on the issues. For me, you have been the number one female person on radio during the morning show.
Thank you.
And when I say that, I'm a very critical commentator. I know there will always be room for improvement, and I expect that to happen to you. So, I am happy to hear Hey, how are you? Just before I came in, of what you're talking about. Well, I've been preaching that for a long, long, long time. For a lot of my lifetime here on earth, and I know that's why I have my fans. I have people who reach out to me, commend me, and whatnot and whatnot. And we need, and that's why I am endorsing and supporting you as much as I can because we need more people who are conscious, people who have a conscience as well, and to and I don't want to frighten people. People come on and they're afraid to say what they have to say, or they're being naive and all of that and so on. We're supposed to have intelligent people in this country. What I say, we're supposed to have intelligent people in this country with all kind of qualifications, all kind of credentials. But when you hear what come out of their mouth sometimes, it makes me wonder, where are we living? Or if they are part of this society, and it's a society that we as a people have to ennoble. Words can be very words can be used by certain people, but what comes out of that? What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to. All I'm doing is trying to support and to encourage you. I still look forward to hear you and the Prime Minister on a one-on-one thing because I heard him on another station bigging up this female
Me?
announcer there, giving her all the nice names and so on. But that's
Oh yeah.
I am accustomed to him. I know his style. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't. I just hope you be on your p's and your q's because you will try to see how you can use some words to get you not to ask certain questions and all of that. He will try to use all his experience with his charm and all of that to
Oh,
see how he can put you into a certain corner.
I will tell you
Then,
though. I
huh?
have been inviting the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the studios of Extreme probably since before elections, and I would have to say at this point he has refused to join us.
I kind of miss you there. There's some noise there.
I said a
Anyhow,
how. You can hear me now?
hello?
I said a how. You hear me now?
Yes, yes, I hear you.
I invite PM since during elections and he ain't reach yet.
Oh, okay. Well, he must be afraid of you,
No,
and
I
I'm
don't think
glad.
it's
I'm
that.
glad he
No,
could fit.
I don't
I'm
think
glad he
it's
could.
that. But up to when is it? Last week? Yeah.
So
Uh,
I'm glad you said that because
well,
I'm really looking forward to you. I think you can deal with him once you don't let him overcome you because he'll try to do that and to see he can drown you out and what or try to slip away. I remember the last time what he said to you, and I was just waiting to hear your response,
mm,
you know.
well, only time will tell, right? But oh well, if he doesn't come, he doesn't come. If he doesn't come, he
Yeah,
doesn't want to
yeah,
come. He's too busy.
yeah. I
All right, all
know.
right. But
Well,
but
but
the
he,
country is a lot more than a discussion between myself and the Prime Minister of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines.
no, no, no. I just
We
no. We
could
are we
deal.
all a part. We all a part of this civilization. He loves to speak about some Caribbean civilization. I don't know what he means by that, and I would like him to explain that. And that's a question you could ask him. He's one who seems to be always talking about the Caribbean civilization, and yet we are so corrupt. We are so divided in the
Hmm.
whole Caribbean,
All
and
right.
I don't think
Don't
we.
don't go off track too much now. All right.
No, I'm just telling it like it is
Mm-hmm.
because if we are Caribbean people, we're supposed to be doing things better than how we are doing it. Or, and as Vincent films, we are seeing a lot of things happening that displease a lot of us and so on. Anyhow,
All right. Thank you so
keep
much.
on doing what you're doing,
All right.
and you have
Good.
my support. Who vex, vex. I don't care.
Uh,
Thank you. Have a good
all right. Big
morning.
up yourself, Dave. Good morning to Caesar. Caesar says, "Good morning, Crystal. I am not listening to these entertainers when it comes to my body. Remember, they're going with officials too, yeah. 2,000, not 200 women. As women say, that's 200. I'm not sure. Mr. Carr. Good morning, Crystal. Big up yourself, Jose. While I believe in mandatory vaccination for frontline workers, the forceful and pace at which this administration is implementing these measures without properly educating the people are the main reasons our people are so hesitant to take it. First, the PM made a mockery of the pandemic in the beginning by telling the people don't come shake his hand on with gloves on or wearing face mask, then turned around and telling them they have to be vaccinated for something they had already planted in the minds of people as a conspiracy. As community leaders, our words and actions have serious consequences. PM needs to retract those negative statements, but we know that may never happen. Me? So we would constantly face an uphill battle in getting our people vaccinated. Also, it appears that they don't have clear approach in handling vaccination efforts. They truly need to get it together. Good morning to DJ Kabuli. The authorities have to understand we entertainers have a life too. We helping, but they're not helping us. It comes to a point that either the Ministry of Health or the police just don't care. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Crystal.
Hi, what's up?
I know you said something with the PM concern in the handshaking, but tell me if this makes sense.
Mm.
If you have on a gloves, but you're touching all over surfaces, all around. So how you could come shake my hand with the gloves on?
I don't know.
If it's two we have on gloves, it's different.
Disgusting.
If it's two we have on gloves, it's different.
Right.
I remember at first, when the pandemic started, right? They had different things as scientists. One time they tell you mask wasn't necessary, and then they bring it back, tell you have to wear mask. You same with the gloves, and then they come back and tell you something else different. And more you get more information because they be telling you again, younger people wasn't really contracting it, and then it come back to now. Young people started contracting as well.
Well, remember, it's different strains now. You know, these
Right,
strains.
I'm not telling you. So I might tell you something now, and then after, when them do come back with another research, what I've been telling you, it might sound like I be wrong.
Yeah.
But more and more you do researches, more and more you get to understand and educate yourself about the virus. But you know where you're going on now. We're talking about hesitancy, so it takes you 2 years to at least look up and inform yourself about the pandemic or the virus. How long we should go for people make up their mind?
I don't know, man. You know, people need time, so I'm not gonna fight up with that though.
Can you know, as me show you already, Crystal, we don't work with government. I'm a self-employed man.
Yes.
And soon as the vaccine available, I take it.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And you decided to do that on your own, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Good stuff.
But we have to move forward. I have my kids them to go to school and all things. So if we have to wait until more than half the population decide maybe next day, a year after, about the vaccine, what do you think will happen?
Well, I think the rest of the world, the pandemic would finish before that even comes.
You say nobody but people who try to educate themselves. They have a lot of conspiracy going wrong. And as we say every day, if man doubt in the word of God, they go doubt scientists too.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Good analogy or good comparison there. Right. Good morning to, I don't know if it's Trish or TRS. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jamila, and good morning to About. All right. Everybody has to work hand in hand. You can't have one side pulling, making all the extra effort, making most of the effort, and then the other side not working or not doing their part. So like I always have group projects in school, and you always have this lazy one or this one who just don't like do things. Yeah, same thing here. But everybody had a pull. The chain is only as strong as the weakest link. Who is the weaker link? I don't know if it's some people within the ministry that just need to get their act together, or the police. Hello, good morning. Final call.
Hello, good morning. Happy Monday. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Open the economy and who dead bury, who mash up through it.
You're wicked.
No wicked, because people making a conscious effort to not be vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. I'm skeptical of what I put in my body, right?
Jeez, listen, Max,
and 2 years after the pandemic, I pay attention to what's happening and the amount of people who vaccinated versus the amount of people who have a allergic reaction, so to speak, from the vaccine, lead me to believe that the vaccine is necessary. to move forward because human race have been vaccinated forever. A lot of we go Barbados and get choking our hand to get green card to come America and never question that. So all of a sudden now, because we have social media and we have propaganda, because you could find enough information to back up your side of the story. If you say vaccine good, you have enough information out. If you say vaccine bad, you have enough information out there. But look around, how much people have been vaccinated in St. Vincent versus how much people they say dead from this coronavirus vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
we have to make that conscious effort because now, and it Carla, before we make some very valid points that they're saying mass is not necessary right now, but next week mass is
Yeah, but
necessary.
we don't
It's
go
like
no
going on.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's science. Science constantly evolving. If you're driving going down Leeward and you say, bam, you keep in your vehicle, keep your steering wheel straight. But when you reach the corner, you put on left. But you're not telling me keep your steering straight. But if you keep your steering straight, you go to over bank, you go. So we have to constantly evolve like playing soccer. You're running straight to the goal, but if a defender did it, we have to then I put a cut left and then cut back and come back and the goal did it. So people, and then with my last point I want to make, they say the vaccine is there for population control, who kill we are. What is a more effective way than to kill off people than to just allow COVID-19 to manifest without a vaccine? COVID-19 has proven itself to be an effective population control mechanism. Why interfere with that if you indeed want to control the population? That make any sense?
But okay, so if it has been most effective to have the COVID-19 to control the population, you saying open up and who dead bury, you contributing
No,
to that conspiracy.
I'm saying don't create a vaccine.
It's already been created.
COVID-19
Pills have been created as well.
If you wanna control the population and kill our people, why fight up and create a vaccine? Just leave it in there
Alright.
and let COVID continue to mash up people. But
Okay. Well, let me not go down that road again this morning, man.
okay, but I was and also
Mhm.
I want to make one last point. I said that was my last one, but something that
Yeah.
came to my mind.
Mhm.
A Trinidad doctor said it's a link. COVID death is also linked to people who have diabetes, and it's the same thing up here in America. And that's why it's significant. A lot of black people dead from COVID-19 because a lot of black people have diabetes, based off our eating habits. And years now, I've been saying barrel food will be the downfall of intention people because we importing a lot of poison in pretty boxes and we eating these things
Not
and
all
compromising our.
I feel like we need to have an argument about this, but not during this segment here. All right?
We go
So
revisit.
one of these days, when you want to get it off your chest, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
We
go now.
revisit. So big up yourself and happy Monday.
All right, big up yourself. All right, good one. Have a good one. All right, so we're gonna take a break right now. It's now 9 o'clock across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let's head to the top of the hour.